And tonight, consumer groups are about to release their annual report of the top 10 consumer complaints. And one of the biggest is those telemarketing calls that keep coming even after you tried to block them. But we've learned that robocalls to your cell phone are often illegal. ABC's Matt Gutman tells you how you can fight back and possibly make money doing it.
The unwanted calls come in by the millions every day.
Anywhere from 5 to 6 per day.
They call morning, noon, and night.
Driving the waits of Bellevue, Florida, crazy.
You've called this phone number about 200 times.
A debt collector's robocall, 204 of them bombarding then 17-year-old Heather Waite's cell phone.
And they start calling 2 and 3 times a day.
Thing is, Heather had no debt, zero. She was in high school.
So I just shut the phone off.
68% of cell phone owners receive at least some unwanted calls. A quarter of them say it happens several times a week. What most don't know is that these kinds of calls to cell phones are illegal under federal law, and robocallers face a hefty penalty. They could owe you $500 to $1,500 for every unwanted call. The Waits called lawyer Billy Howard, who's made suing the collection companies his specialty.
There are hundreds of thousands of people that are going through this exact same thing, and they just don't know their rights.
Some famous cases have reached close to $600,000. And there are thousands of these collection companies. We tracked down the one calling Heather Waite. Gordon Beck is the COO of Diversified Consultants, Inc., already sued 100 times this year.
Although there is human error, we do our best every single day to make sure things like that do not happen.
Human error due to sheer volume. Companies like Diversified make over 1 million automated calls per day to what they think are landlines. But some are actually cell phones. Beck admits there are mistakes, but says it's sometimes hard to tell landlines from cell phones.
But it's not intentional.
What if you were called 3 times a day?
If I was called 3 times a day and I didn't want it, I would pick up the phone and say, please stop calling me.
The Waits did that, but the calls kept coming.
Each one of these phone calls is worth $500 at least. How's that feel?
Well, we're both excited.
It was now their turn to collect from the collection agencies. Matt Gutman, ABC News, Bellevue, Florida.
And don't miss Matt's full report tonight on Nightline.